Yeah. I agree. Okay, there we blow. Ah, it already has a dislike.
Good. I want the videos to come pre-disliked.
Yeah. And it seems like that's how things are heading,
Good.
which is good. Lucky bat. Hoi hoi hoyo.
Wait, 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 oh.
Yeah.
Do. Brand S, my dudes. James Cameron Clark. Oh, hoi hoi.
Alright. And there we go. I asked people to heckle us, so they better heckle us. Alright. I'm going to continue painting black stripes and straps on my orc boys.
Nice. James Cameron Clark. Just got my cursed city.
Nice.
Rhaegar, I farted. Good. Thank you for sharing. Keep us updated. My camera is looking a little not in focus. Have to every day. Got to remind it that it's a camera.
It's a camera.
Widescreen.
You got to sit it down.
Some days though, the field of view reverts back to normal, and then some days it doesn't.
Yeah, so we're gonna start a lawsuit towards Logitech.
There we go.
So let's be honest, if it's any problem, it's because it's a Mac.
Yes. Apparently, this is the webcam, according to some Twitch streamers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, webcam, usually not streaming cam.
Yeah. Bless. Nick, how many months have you been painting stripes and straps on your orcs?
A lot of months. I mean, yeah, I'm doing 10 orc boys right now. I'm doing the. I'm gonna jump back to. I have my knobs. I just haven't matte coated them, and I have to matte coat them before I can paint the rest of them. I just don't feel like doing it. So I'm gonna paint some boys first.
Boys, boys, boys.
Lady Gaga's boys, boys, boys.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Lady Gaga songs.
She do Bad Romance?
Yes.
I like that one.
I mean, I like boys, boys, boys. That's the anthem for my orc boys. Also, every single Beach Boys song.
James.
All of those.
James Cameron Clark, do you guys know what Jaffa cakes are? No, I don't.
I have heard of them, but I don't know.
I feel like I've heard the name before. A Jaffa cake? Or a Java cake?
Is it a Brit thing?
Is spotted dick sponge a Brit thing? I've seen that at a supermarket before. In the Brit aisle.
God, what was
in
it?
the Brit shelf of the foreign aisle?
There was what was it? It was like Yogg's Cast. There was a YouTube channel that played Minecraft when it was like cool to do that.
What are you talking about? It's still cool to play Minecraft.
Like 2010, 2011, and I remember they talked about Jaffa cakes, but I don't remember it at all because I was, 13.
It was probably an episode of Good Mythical Morning where they ate Jaffa cakes.
Good Morning Chia Lincoln, probably.
Good Morning Chia Lincoln. Ah, I want to watch those again. All like 7 episodes.
Yeah. Jacob Escalante, time for bed. May have been drinking, but keep up the good work, lads.
Michael Spitz, what do you guys collect besides chaplains? Wow, there's
Crippling
nothing.
debt.
Yeah, there's nothing else I collect like that. I mean, I collect 40K models and armies, but there's nothing else I collect like to collect. Like I'm probably not going to play with most of those chaplain models.
Mm-hmm.
They're being purchased and painted purely for collection.
Mm. Yeah, I collect my cat's whiskers. There are people that do that. There are people that take all the hair and make stuff out of it, which is interesting.
I like the people who take the hair and then they make another cat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's a livable. It's it's a living cat too.
I mean, when you bury it in an Indian cemetery, then
exactly.
Rhaegar, Paparazzi is her best song.
I think Bad Romance is her best song. Paparazzi's pretty good. There's a lot of really good Paparazzi remixes that are great.
Rhaegar. Yo, I just noticed this mini has huge knockers. I feel like Rhaegar should have picked up on that real quick. It shouldn't have taken 17 streams.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, what a gentleman.
Prussian Blue. Hey, only able to stay for a little bit tonight.
How dare you? Cancel all other plans.
Yeah, clear your schedule. James Cameron Clark. Yeah, it's a Brit thing. They're like small cookies-sized cakes with orange jelly on top and covered in chocolate. Spotted dick sponge is an actual thing, though. Well, I know it's an actual thing.
Now it's a medical condition that we both have. But, yeah. Interesting.
I can't wait for the Patreon only stream tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
I saw some good stuff. Little gatekeepage.
Oh.
I think anybody who considers themselves a gatekeeper is a dick. How could you not be? Where's the Anuva Q? This is his hot take.
Yep. You gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll come a little later.
Yeah. Gatekeeping, it can be a fun joke, I guess, maybe, but I don't think, who are you to say how other people have to enjoy the hobby? I think it's rude. It's criticism is always tricky, especially when no one asked for it. You're probably not going to come off great if you decide to insert your criticism into a situation where it was not asked for. Rhaegar.
Interesting.
I've been going for a while. My computer is busting like my nuts.
Amazing.
Rhaegar. Don't get me started on gatekeepers. They literally make noobs uncomfortable and ruin the fandom. Well, they would say that noobs ruin the fandom.
Yeah. How dare there be more people wanting
Yeah.
to enjoy something?
How dare other people be exactly like I was, when I started?
Mm-hmm.
They should jump in with all the accumulated knowledge of years of experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been wargaming since Christ was born. Guaranteed that somebody said that to someone.
Yeah. But way back when Eve took a bite of that apple, I was painting Matau.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
On that third day when God made the plants before the sun.
Yep. Which makes sense. But yeah.
Thank goodness somebody wrote that down so that we could hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Prussian Blue, but noobs are fun to stomp. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, they're riding high from the game that the store manager let them win to get them to buy stuff. Then you come in and you just stomp them.
Yeah, destroy them.
Mm-hmm. Antonio Manuel Lopez Camacho. As someone new to the Warhammer and painting, I think the mini painting community is one of the more receptive and open communities out there. Yeah, it is.
But there's places that you can go if you want to not be respected.
Yes, there are definitely. They will. Yeah, you can. They're out there, but
I would say you're correct as a whole.
Yes,
most places are really, really nice, and then there's you want to find the evil, you can. Good old human beings.
Yeah, I always find it's a little tricky when you get 30K involved, because 30K is the historical 40K, and so it's a little bit like if anyone knows the Replica Prop Forum, there's a thing called 501st Legion, which is a Star Wars sub-community of the Star Wars cosplay fandom, and they're considered like the elite, even though they're not really. And basically every single Star Wars costume, it's a costume, but is it 501st approved? Meaning, could you hang out, I guess, with the 501st in your costume? Is it good enough? Does it meet their criteria?
Can you hang out with the other guys in the fat stormtrooper outfits?
It's so true, though. I have a perfectly screen-accurate fat stormtrooper costume.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No! Be a fat stormtrooper,
come on.
But what are we doing here? Michael Spitz. The ideal strategy for the store manager to kill them all in one turn, breaking all rules possible to get them to buy even more infantry. Prussian Blue. Soon I'll have my 500 points of Death Guard, 6 Plague Marines, 5 Blight Lord Terminators, 1 Lord of Contagion. Is that a little too low on board pressure? 6 Plague Marines, 5 Blight Lord Terminators. How do you have 6 Plague Marines? Don't they come in 7s? 5 Blight Lord Terminators, 1 Lord of Contagion. Is your Lord of Contagion your 7th Plague Marine? Like, did you kit bash him or something into a Lord of Contagion? Or am I wrong? And they're sold in 6? I mean, you probably wouldn't hurt to have some more infantry if you're worried about board control. Some Poxwalkers probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I think you can still snatch them up on eBay for cheap. Rhaegar. The painting community is dope, but the wargaming lore community is toxic AF.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's a good distinction.
Yes, I would say if you want some lore, Luton 09 is excellent, and so is Voldemort. And that's what Yep, those guys. Tromari, what are your thoughts on Blood Bowl? Got the original team. It looks like a fun game. I watched one half of one battle report.
We have it.
Yep.
So I guess we could do it. Do you know you have your team? I have my team.
I have my team.
I think my team's all put together too.
I think my team is all put together and like base coded.
Yes.
And I have no idea what I was thinking.
I don't know either.
I put space wolf heads on. I don't know why. It made sense at the time.
It did. I mean, you saw mine. They're green. They're like a super bright green. I don't know how I did it. I don't know what I was planning on doing with them. Yep.
Dr. Drokel, bro, the face sculpt on this one is kind of rough. It's just I left it half finished. I just did the rough highlight and shadows. It'll look fine.
How many more people do you think are going to ask?
I hope all of them. What chapter or what orc clan are these?
That was really funny. That was one of my favorite favorite questions.
Prussian Bleu. I had the easy-to-build Plague Marines and bought the Space Marine Heroes to build up the squad, so I don't have duplicate models from buying the Plague Marine box. So when I do buy that box later on, well then you'll have a lot of very different, unique
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dromari. Seriously, make Belch Marines. Oh, it's an idea. Get a nice 3D print of a Space Marine hand holding a tankard of mead.
That'd be pretty fun.
Prussian blue. I have 7 now, but the 7th doesn't fit in the points. I'd assume if you're going a small point game, you want the cheapest HQ you can possibly get. Because you don't want your points tied up in fewer things. You probably want to spread them around as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel Manuel Lopez Camacho, do you guys think it would be acceptable for me to ask my friend/opponent to pretend my infantry sometimes have some weapons and sometimes others because I couldn't magnetize my bits and my bits are glued? Yeah, I mean that's just normal. That's that's normal. Weirdos magnetize so that you have all the unique, special stuff.
Yeah. And also, if your friends aren't understanding, I mean, get some new friends.
Yes. I would just say, right at the top. Usually, like I think, we usually explain our armies to each other. And so I'd be like, everybody, these two have plasmas. And then maybe, bring it up if it looks like it's going to be a thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Like if they are driving their Rhino a little bit too close, maybe give them a little hint. Oh, by the way, those guys have plasmas. Yeah. Because you never want to get ahead because the other guy didn't know a thing or forgot a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not fun. I am here to have fun, as they say.
Yep.
Where's Ben? Where's Ben right now? Where's Ben when you need him? I am here to have fun.
Words to live by.
Akino Kinones, good friends will play against you with cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cardboard cutouts on bases.
Dr. Drokel, is there backstory that she got a bee sting on the lip? It's fine. Everything's fine. Prussian blue,
just as cute as the other ones.
Prussian blue, noise marine holding a plague squig that belches. Also, for cheapest HQ, I considered it, but the Lord is such a cool model who can wreck in melee. Well, you do you. Michael Spitz, what are HQs and fast attack and all that jazz? What do I need in an army? Well, usually you need an HQ and 2 troops. And then I guess you take your pick from elites, fast attack, heavy support, and flyers. / transports.
Good old flyers.
Good old flyers. Dromari, Botox lips, maybe. I don't know if I want to get Botox in 1901, but
yeah.
Whatever else. Oh, wait. Oh.
Did they have that back then?
Did
they just take like ass fat and put it in your lip? Like,
probably not.
You have ass lips.
Alright, just for you guys, I'm going to work on the face. Also because it's about time to work on the face.
So it's not for you guys.
Yeah.
So we lied. But what else is new? I'm rich. I'm Bill Gates. Akino Kinota's magical Botox sounds reasonable, especially for them.
That's true. They do steal magic.
Maybe that's why they want the soul stones. Rhaegar, did someone say ass fat? I did. You're welcome.
Prussian Blue. I could have bought some more Death Guard models and considered Blade Guard veterans from a Black Templars, but instead I spent $60 on 15 Guardsmen, making a neat little traitor kill team with them. Ah, nice. Astra Militarum is one of the things that I just haven't looked into with kill team yet.
Is it because they're boring?
They are kind of just the army.
We are men. Yeah. I have slightly more interest in them than I do Space Marines.
Yeah, I can
I like
see
the
that.
tanks. The tanks are cool.
The tanks are cool. It's a little bit, for me, it's a little bit like I could have the army men, or I could do Adeptus Mechanicus and have robot army men.
Yeah. And I mean,
with radiated bullets.
Exactly. I do like tanks.
James Cameron Clark, what are your opinions on the new Underworld vampire sculpt? Everything I saw looked amazing. There was one particular lady who had a really cool like green cloak and a mask. But the old timey like a mask with a handle, and I loved it. But yeah, everything. I mean, every Age of Sigmar army, every Age of Sigmar model looks amazing. They haven't come out with a stinker yet for that game, I don't think. Dromari. In 1989, there was the first Botox was first used, but it was officially recognized by the FDA in 2002. The more you know.
Perfect. I'm so glad that we know that now. I've always wanted to know the history of Botox.
Rhaegar. My buddy will tell me that Eldar are lame. They are, but then play Imperial Guard. Like, bruh, you picked the normal humans. Kino Quinones gets it. The Guard are just people, which is cool in a way, but also uncool for the same reason.
Yeah, that is true.
Prussian Blue. Most people apparently take 8 plasmas with Astra Militarum, 4 scions with plasma, and 4 guardsmen with plasma. But that's boring and lacks variety, so I'm making basically a Nurgle version of the Blood Pact and stuff. You know what, though? I bet it gets real exciting when you're like, you know what? Overcharge everything. Let's see how many models I end this turn with. One thing I didn't like in 8th, and I don't know if they fixed this in 9th,
Probably not.
but I didn't like that when a lot of the special abilities became adding or subtracting what you rolled in a dice. All of a sudden, you could almost negate rolling a 1 for overcharging, because you would add +1. So if you rolled a 1, you would +1 it to a 2, and all of a sudden you couldn't overcharge with plasma. And I feel like that defeats the idea behind it. Like, the idea behind it is, oops, you exploded.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you would think that 1 always does whatever it's supposed to do. Like, 1 always goes off, on, like the morale stuff. You would think you can't modify a 1. Because you can't go over a 6. It either doesn't happen or it's just a 6.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, sometimes you can go over a 6.
Yes, sometimes you can, but sometimes
you can't. Kino Quinones, I wonder if the Nurgle Blood Bowl team would be good base for the kill team. I didn't know there was a Nurgle Blood Bowl team.
Is the newest version of Blood Bowl that different than like the one that we have, the first newish version of it?
Yeah, like, do the model still work? Does the cardboard pitch still work?
Like, if we were playing the old new Blood Bowl, would we still be doing things well, doing things correctly?
Has anyone actively been playing Blood Bowl for the past 4.5 years? Mm-hmm. Who maybe have been through both versions?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
Persian Blue. Cadians reroll 1s when not moving, which makes the 4 guards with plasmas really strong. Then you can order Take Aim to a Scion and make another a Sniper Specialist, so 6 out of 8 reroll 1s. I bet though, that scares the heck out of Space Marine players who thought, I'd be able to mulch all the guardsmen, and then all of a sudden every guardsman could kill a Space Marine in one shot. Mm-hmm. AJ, can you critique my Roberto Gutierrez? I assume Rowboat Girly Man. I put him on the Discord. He's my 8th mini. Wow.
Yeah, you should look. There's it's on general.
I always love a Rowboat Girly Man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look quick though. My phone's
man?
About to die.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I see. Oh, this looks great.
Yeah, this an 8th mini? I don't. Do you have an art background or something?
I mean, you're just showing off 8th mini.
Yeah.
Everything is inside the lines. Everything is clean and crisp. I see a lot of highlighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is great.
Mm-hmm. And you're showing off with the Indominus card art in the background.
Oh yeah. Jeez Louise.
Antonio Manuel Lopez Camacho. I am literally about to decide if I do different color schemes for every unit or keep an entire army under the same one. Which one did you recommend? What army is this? Did you already say it? What army? If it's Space Marines, then it could totally make sense to make them all different. And I guess if it's Imperial Guard, it could make sense to make them all different. I mean, you could get away with it for any army. But I think some armies take to it more than others.
AJ, yes, I work on cars.
Ah.
Interesting. Do you airbrush cars? That'd be pretty sick. Do you paint cars?
Flimbo the Dude. I've been playing a lot of Kill Team with my pals. My Death Guard and my friend's Thousand Suns kind of have a rivalry going. Those gosh darn warp flamers got me every time. Ooh, Thousand Suns. That's Nick's secret kill team. That and Dark Elder.
Allied?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you could just ally whatever?
Oh, yeah. Except Tyranid.
Yeah. It's always really fun to have a little rivalry between two armies. Also, not to be this guy, but we have 7 likes and 8 dislikes, and I don't like that ratio. We need a few more dislikes, please. You guys are getting a little out of hand. AJ, I have close-ups of mistakes I made on him. I guess since I painted him, I can see them, right? Yeah, that usually is how that is.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like every model I own is just a hodgepodge of mistakes. It's hard for the owner to see past it.
AJ, and yes, I paint design on cars or pinstriping. Sick. That's really neat. So now what you should do is you should paint Robot Girly Man onto a car. Michael Spitz. Nick, how's that Jar Jar lollipop going right now? It's delicious. That's the sound it makes.
My goodness. There's so much fluid. Cannot get the army painter brush really holds a lot of paint.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do some microscopic face details.
Mm-hmm. AJ on my Mustang, LOL. Yeah, that sounds sick. And no one will get it, which is the best part.
Prussian blue. Looking at Battlescribe, I can kit my Lord of Contagion out to have toughness 5, 2-up ballistic skill, weapon skill, and saving throw. 2-up saving throw, wow. With -1 damage for DR, Drug Runner, DR, Dr. Ralphie, DR,
I don't know.
and 5-up Feel No Pain from Rev. Of course. His weapon is Strength 7, AP -3, D3 damage, rerolling 1s. He has 6 wounds. That would be a rough model for someone to take out in a 500-point game.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly.
There we go. Got the motor running.
Flimbo the dude, he just goes into close range and just hoses me down with those flamers, and it's both frustrating and hilarious. It's an absolute blast. My Death Guard will have the day soon, though. Yes, flamers are so good in Kill Team.
Man. Good old my one work with that flamer.
Oh.
And then using Daka to shoot again.
Just having to sit there and take it.
Twice.
Yep. Just boom, boom.
Twice. And sometimes I roll a 6. Done that a few times. Sometimes I roll a 1 though.
Yep.
that sucks.
Yeah, it's the one thing you can't re-roll.
Yep. That certainly blows.
Dromari. Drugs. Kino Kinones, do you want to play a 500-point game? I play Knights. I would love to play a 500-point game with Imperial Knights. Could you even fit one? Are Knights worth less than 500 points? I guess they must be, right? If you can take like 2 or 3 in a 2,000-point game with a couple of the other Knights, the little guys, the Armators.
Are they like 200 something points base?
I think they gotta be more than 200. I think Gazgul is 200.
Isn't the Orkanaut, the Morkanaut, whatever it is, I think that's like 250.
So it's gotta be a fair bit more than that.
Let's see.
DR is disgustingly resilient. And Rev 4 is revoltingly resilient. They went all out with the naming.
Gorkanauts.
My lord also gets 4 attacks. I always felt that HQs, like the heavy hitting HQs, are kind of in a weird spot. They're almost all close combat monstrosities, but I almost wish they had like all HQs had 2 different fighting profiles. Like one, like maybe they get 5 attacks against infantry, but they could choose to have 1 attack that's decent at vehicles. Because usually it'll just be like, the 5 attacks with a power claw, which will absolutely wreck any vehicle in the game. But does it really make sense for most people's hero to be vehicle killers?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes sense maybe for, like, a Nob and a Mega Nob, or a War Boss in Power Armor. But, like, a Space Marine with a Thunder Hammer? Should one Space Marine with a Thunder Hammer be one-shotting tanks?
Mm-hmm.
But they should be really good at killing infantry.
A Gorkanaut is 250 points, and a Morkanaut is 220 points, and a Stampa is 850 points.
Who has the Knight Codex loaded in Battlescribe? Somebody get back to us.
Yeah,
who has purchased the real Codex?
Akino Kinones. Normal knights are 400-ish points, closer to 500 if you play Forge World Knights.
So you totally could get a knight into a 500-point game and win. What could possibly beat it? Flimbo the dude. We might soon play regular 40k, and he's super excited to murder my army with Aramon. Yeah, is that the guy on the disc?
Yes, I believe so.
No, Nick over here knowing his 1,000 Suns.
I like the Eldar stuff, or not the Eldar stuff.
Somebody clip it. Nick likes Eldar.
No. I like the chaos stuff. I think that's neat.
Mm-hmm. Michael Spitz. Instead of flames on the side of the car, you should paint a melt-a-gun shooting flames.
Mmm.
It's easy to lose to a knight in a low-point game if the opponent plays to the objective. But you know what? I bet it doesn't feel like a loss, because I bet the knight is just wrecking stuff.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, oh, you got your 3 objectives? Well, I killed 90% of your army.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, you just got to kill everything.
Who was the real winner?
Right. You just have to kill everything, so then you just have all the objectives. Are they fast? What's their movement?
They're pretty fast. I think in 8th edition, I think it was like 10 inches or something.
Oh my goodness.
And they have the Titanic feat, which does like 8 hits. Prussian Bleu. Who's the strongest psyker in the tabletop? Typhus or Aramon? Well, I would guess it's Magnus. I would hope it's Magnus. Dromahari. Is it sad to like Tau? I mean, no. But...
No, you can like Tau.
Like, everyone loves an orc player. But, Tau is just kind of,
I think there's been too many annoying Tau players that have ruined the army. So I think if you're not annoying, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you are, you can just play into the stereotype.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely not wrong to like Tau, but if you like Tau and anime, then things are the problems are stacking.
There you go.
Akino, it's great. Imagine playing Godzilla in 40k. Prussian Blue. Nah, Grimdark Tau look badass. Yes, the Tau are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Does Karos Fate Weaver have rules in 40k? He and Magnus should be tied. I don't know. I think, isn't there a Karos Fate Weaver that Forge World makes? Bredis. Aramon is a stronger psyker than Typhus. Well, yeah, duh. I mean, one of them is with the magic, like, faction of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Kinonas. Oh no, wouldn't want to be cringy while playing 40k.
Yeah.
Krizik Basil. Karn is the strongest psyker because he casts Axe. I cast Axe.
Brett asks, just answering the question, Jay. Gah! Exactly. Michael Spitz, isn't the Big E the biggest psyker?
Ah, that's true.
Big E Smalls.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had to do anything with the psychic phase in Kill Team yet.
No. What gets psychic phase? Eldar don't get psychic phase. Is it just 1,000 Suns? I mean, they might in elites, but no unit in the regular Eldar gets psychic powers.
Wow.
I don't think the Dark Eldar do. Mm-hmm. So it might just be 1,000 Suns.
That seems dumb.
I don't even know. I haven't looked at the 1,000 Suns rules, but yeah, like why have? I mean, the only reason they have it is because Big 40K has it.
Yeah. No other chaos anything has
definitely not regular chaos.
Yeah.
Nurgle doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So, yeah,
I think Tzeentch does. Necrons don't. Tau don't.
Right.
Space Marines don't. Orcs don't.
Mm-hmm.
Tyranid don't. Oh, Grey Knights have psychic phase. Yes, they do.
Ah.
So Grey Knights and 1,000 Suns.
Perfect.
Are the psychic phase. Gene Stealer Cult. Gene Stealer Cult do not have psychic power. Except I'm sure you can take a Magus in Space Marine Heroes or Space Marine what's it called? Whatchamacallit? In Heroes of the Kill Team.
Heroes of the Kill Team. Yeah.
Space Kill Team Commanders.
Do you think at some point we should just play it in release order?
Probably. So Commanders
isn't that
is
the only way that we could do it to make it make sense?
Probably.
Like,
although I don't know if they sell Commanders anymore.
Yeah, but maybe we can get it another way.
Impossible. Can notice Commanders and Elites introduce more psychic options. Yeah, that's what I figure.
There you go.
I bet it's a big buff though. Getting a whole extra phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's one of those things though, isn't it? Like, basically like one attack or one little thing.
Yeah,
it's never
I think so.
It's never game changing. It can be. It totally can. You get a spell off onto your opponent's HQ. That could do some damage.
I mean, it's a little bit like getting a free command point to spend a turn or two.
That's true.
Dave G, have you guys played games of Malifaux yet? Not yet. Oh, accidentally unplugged my computer. So 50-50 the stream goes down. But it looks like we're in luck so far. Oh god, I need to fix the stream station. It's borderline fine.
It's borderline fine.
Is my micro brush. There it is. What's the 40K equivalent of Easter? I guess when Rebute Gilliman came back from the dead. Well, he came back from the mortally wounded stasis field.
Right. As we all know.
Prussian Blue. Tablet just died. I'm going to hit the road. Fun stream tonight. Good night, Prussian Blue.
Good night. How are you typing that comment?
Maybe on the phone?
Maybe on the phone. Well, that's nice to do all that work to get back and mention that. Wow. We'll see you later.
Or maybe we were just his side entertainment. The real entertainment was on the tablet, and now that's over.
He's playing Candy Crush on the tablet.
I guess I'll go to bed. There's no point. Flimbo the dude. Also, when we were all playing one time, we managed to convince our 40K veteran of the group to go along with it, with our very loose rules. She was very cool about it. I think that makes. This must be something that like Games Workshop has like instilled in people, But nobody ever wants to play with like fake rules or old rules. Everyone wants to be playing on the newest, the hot, new, brand new, 1-year-old edition. Because realistically, like, we could play 8th edition. We got all the stuff for it. Nothing stopping us.
Except for the fact that we know that it's old.
Yeah. And you know what? Not only do we know that we have all the stuff for it, we know we like it.
Yeah, we do, because we played it and it was fun.
Yeah. But
what if we want to go play competitively? Then we won't know how. Because that's going to happen.
Yeah. So it's just interesting to me that, because I kind of feel that way too. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'd be wasting my time if I just was playing, 6th edition. But why? What's the difference between agreeing to play a game of 40K that's with the most up-to-date 9th edition rules and agreeing to play a game of 40K with the old rules?
I mean, aren't we technically playing Kill Team with all the old rules?
That's true. We are playing Kill Team with all the old rules.
It's just as fun.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know if it could get more fun.
More options.
Well, if I win more, then it's more fun. Right? Because it's about winning, not about having fun. I'm here to have fun.
That's why I play Rogue Trader and HH. Horus Heresy?
Y'all are gonna have to start typing it out because we're not gonna figure it out.
I bet it's Horus Heresy.
I mean, you're probably right. I don't know an acronym. I don't know a single one.
Flimbo the dude. Making up stuff is awesome. Making up stuff is awesome. And you know what? I feel like that makes for more memorable stuff. Like, oh, remember that time we played a game where, Death Guard all got to come back on a 3-up, but they had no guns? Like, doesn't that sound like way more fun than, one time I beat Death Guard with my Sisters of Battle?
Well, and it goes back to that idea about Kill Team, where it's like, if you watch videos about it, it's all the best, most competitive lists.
Yeah.
But we're constantly saying to ourselves, what if it was just Orc Boys and nothing else?
This unit's really bad, but what if I brought 7 of them?
Yeah. What if I only brought Ludas?
Yeah, the unit that no one has ever taken in Kill Team ever.
Like, nobody does that, and that's not fun.
Prussian Blue, like the squats. But sometimes old rule sets don't support the newest models. Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, I wouldn't get to play with a lot of Necron stuff if you were playing 8th edition. Although Eldar players wouldn't even notice.
Yep. Exactly.
Kinonas. I don't know anyone who plays Malifaux, but I feel like I just keep seeing crews that I want. Yeah, that is the tricky thing.
That's the problem.
Yeah, because you hope that you'll be able to find people to play with. Although, I think you always have to go in with someone. I don't think anyone should start a war game just on the hope that they'll find people to play with.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, it's cheap. $40 plus you download a PDF. It's all it takes to play Malifaux.
Library.
You get yourself a 52-pack of cards from Walgreens, you're ready to rock.
Exactly.
So, you're in the whole $43. AJ, gonna say something super controversial. Uh-oh, here we go. Rowboat Girly Man is the next up-and-coming Emperor of Mankind. I mean, he kind of is. He's doing a lot more work than the Emperor. The Emperor's just sitting around.
Man, what a bitch.
Prussian Blue. Kill team with only standard guardsmen, no special weapons.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun? To see what would happen? Because in theory, the points balance it out.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to work.
And that's how it always does.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
James Cameron Clark. The equivalent of Valentine's Day is the day Slanesh was born, and 3/4 of all Eldar died. Michael Spitz. Meanwhile, me, who has no friends who want to play 40k, just sits around at home all summer painting. Well, you know what? You'll be ready when you find them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I hope there's a local shop nearby or something, so you can at least play with somebody. Also, your friends are losers. You don't need them anyways.
Yeah. Blimbo the dude. This one time we played a kill team game, and I was down to just 3 models on the table, one for each of us, and we basically just had a death match. Warp Flamer ruled the day, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I know the guys, the Magikarp use fly. What's his thing? Dice check. Is that what his channel's called? He actually did a kind of a cool thing where they kind of did like a fantasy football thing where they each picked a model, and they created a draft, and each person's model fought the other person's model, and then the winners fought that model, and then they worked their way up until only one model was done. And that was actually kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just made up. It wasn't a proper kill team or big 40k or anything. They just they decided on how much could they spend in points. Some people brought big old Forge World stuff. Some people brought just a squad of something. And I think the thing that won overall was a squad of Space Wolfen with thunder claw hammer things.
Mm-hmm. Prussian Blue, all Poxwalkers versus all Pink Borderless. Bat Rep Wen.
Ah, that would be awesome.
That'd be pretty fun. As many grots as you could possibly take.
I mean, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but that doesn't fill out your points though.
Yeah, that's 19 grots and like one knob with power with every most expensive purchase. Megaspace says Forge World have a big E model, and there is a shop, but it's 30 minutes away, and there's a small thing called COVID. There's what thing? I have not heard of this.
I like to think there's one person out there that has no idea.
This is the wrong brush.
I guess what you do is you get in reps with Tabletop Simulator, and then when that store opens, you can play inside and it's safe and perfect. You're gonna be going. You're not even gonna be rusty.
Going hard. Prussian Blue. There are some people at my local shop who my friends and I have seen big Eldar army, and that looked like guardsmen painted as Ultramarine Auxilia. Ooh, that's cool. That is a good point. Space Marine armies technically have thousands of humans working for them in different roles. Some of them would even be like fighters and soldiers, but the Space Marines take all the credit, of course. They're not wasting a Space Marine to fly their ship through space.
AR, 10 people hit the wrong button. They did. Dislike it.
Power Surge. Yo.
Are you the same Power Surge? Isn't the Power Surge that we love and know spelled differently?
That's a good point.
Or did you change how it's spelled?
Or did the profile picture change?
I don't know what's happening.
Haven't we already seen Power Surge today?
No.
No.
I don't
Interesting.
Think so. What a world.
Brett S. Chaos Space Marines are improved Marines. The only heresy is worshipping a corpse and wasting 1,000 souls a day to keep him propped up on the toilet.
Mm-hmm. Prussian Blue. We saw like two like 7 to 12-year-olds playing with big 2,000 point armies with their dad. Taught them. It was really cool to see. Wow. Imagine that.
Power Surge. It is me. Lol.
You changed everything. I wish I had a dad.
Tromari. Painting challenge 40k with classic Disney motifs. Mickey Mouse, Petey, Goofy, Snow White. The gatekeepers want to shut that down hard.
Oh, yeah.
That's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to read enough of the lore to be annoying about it, and then make sure that everyone around you always knows.
And every one of your Space Marines has a little mustache.
Yeah.
For some reason.
And the only thing that would destroy 40k would be female Space Marines.
Which, by the way, it's already destroyed.
Yes.
So we don't even have to worry about destroying it more.
One of these days, Power Surge will arrive and the stream will cut out. Well, I have a Surge Protector. So
A Power Surge Protector?
Yes.
I have a Pocket Protector. I guess does it protect your pocket from ink?
No, I think it just keeps the weight of your pens and stuff from pulling on your shirt.
I mean, what a nerd needs that? Get a stronger shirt.
Well, you don't want to wear a strong shirt. You want to wear like a soft cotton shirt, but you also want good structure in your little pocket to hold
Nobody's looking.
Your calculator and your pens.
I think you can have a poorly structured shirt, especially if you have pens and stuff in there.
Boy, these eyes are not... I did not center these eyeballs at all.
You're not balling?
Well, the problem is that they're free eyeballing.
They're free eyeballing. Tramari, isn't Sisters of Battle more or less female Space Marines with the power suit?
No, because they don't have a black carapace and they're not quite the same thing. Like I get the argument, like, well, if you want female Space Marines, just play the female army. But what if people want to play with ladies, but they want to play Space Marines? Because you can have ladies in the Guard, you can have ladies in Tau. You can't really have anything in orcs because they're just orcs. Same with the Tyranid. But yeah.
I mean, isn't there brood mothers or whatever? Maybe that's StarCraft.
there's patriarch and stuff, but I think that's more. The Tyranid names are named after what other people call them.
Right.
Like the Tyranids don't get on the horn to corporate and say, "Hey, we need more gene stealers." Corporate. Flimbo the dude just made up my own icon bearer as a nice lunch lady named Greta, so those gatekeepers can lick my loafers.
Yeah, that's fun. Imagine people having fun with a game and models and stuff. That should be fun.
Prussian Blue. Sisters are better. Female Space Marines would be barrel-chested from the augments. Sisters got that bod. That's a good point. It's another weird thing people we're now faced with, because Space Marines are ugly. They're like gross, disgusting, puffy humans. So
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, some books really lean into the body horror of it. Some books kind of don't at all. Depends on the author. Depends on when the book was made.
Are you implying that it might all be made up?
Well, no, I would never say that because clearly they always knew everything going into it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Holy cats.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm beginning to think it might be made up.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of being made up, it is after 10 o'clock.
Ooh. Good. I want to go
You know
bed.
what that means. All right. Well, we had a big old video yesterday, if you haven't seen it, which is better. And we'll have a video out tomorrow. And we'll be back with another stream at 9 p.m. Central. And then after that stream, we have a Patreon stream. So you're going to want to join the Patreon. And apparently we're going to have some hot takes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And stream.